This is a big, syllabus. So we are going to cover one by one. So let's start with your introduction part. So this is what we discussed yesterday, and the book that we are going to follow is your black book. So this is well preferred book. So for this syllabus, most of the topics are covered in this book. Otherwise, there are a number of different books that is given over here. 18 books are there. So you can refer all the books if possible. Fine. Now coming back to your introduction part. So we just started introduction part, isn't it? So I'm going to open the slide. Even I have uploaded the slide. First unit, first topic, I've already uploaded. So why we are studying this big data? What is the importance of studying this big data? So we just started with your big data, importance of big data. And it is there in your classroom also, isn't it? Okay. Now, what is all about big? So we are talking about big data, isn't it? So what is big in this case? Why it is not data? Why it is called big data? Clear? So can anyone help me out? What is big data? Why the name is associated? Big is associated with this data. And what is data? Isn't it? So let's start with your data first, and then we are going to come with your big data. So what is data? Can anyone tell what is data? And what is information? What is the difference between data and information? So these are very basic questions. From the very beginning, we are studying what is information, what is data. So can anyone try what is data, what is big data, or what is information? So let's start with your data. Am I audible? बच्चों?
Yes.
ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay. So can anyone tell what is data? कुछ idea है? No idea? Okay. So this facts and figure is called data. है ना? कोई भी fact होता है, so we are going to say this is one of the data. Say, as for example, if you are going to talk about, suppose I'm saying 300, fine. So what is the meaning of 300? So 300 is fact. Some data is there. है ना? Facts and figures are called data. So I'm talking about 300. So 300 is nothing but is some sort of your facts. But it is not going to, right now we don't have any information about this. What information? That what is the meaning of this 300? Whether 300 is the roll number, or 300 is the salary that is going to be given by employee, to on a per day, or 300 is the address of that particular employee. So we don't know. So he is talking about 300. What is all about this 300? So nobody knows, isn't it? So we are unable to gather the information from this data. Clear? So data is the part of that information. है ना? So if I'm talking about, so that person is going to earn 300 rupees daily. So that becomes your information. Clear? But merely if I'm going to talk about 300, so nobody is going to understand what is information hidden inside this particular data, isn't it? So I'm going to talk about that particular, if I'm talking about that 300 is the address of that employee, है ना? Or 300 is something per day he's earning, or 300 is the roll number of that particular student. So if I'm going to put that data, so that I'm going to get some information, that becomes your information. Clear? That is collection of data. We are going to talk about your information. So information is nothing but it is going to have some data. And merely data is nothing but your some facts and figure, isn't it? So this data is now, I think it is clear. Now coming back to your big data, isn't it? So earlier we were also having that data, so in that structured form, so we were using Oracle or a number of different databases were there, Ingress, Sybase, DB2, MySQL. Not many databases were already existing. So that uses basically structured data. and all the data are being stored in your row and column format, isn't it? But we were not knowing that in coming days we are going to deal with unstructured data. Clear? The prediction was not there. Clear? So now even this Oracle is going to fail in order to, I mean, if I want to go for some analysis for this particular data. Clear? So that structured data that we were using is simply data. But the moment we got bulk amount of data because of this mobile, social networking, isn't it? Sites, your e-commerce sites, a lot of data are being generated, isn't it? By using your suppose WhatsApp or you are using Telegram or you are using Instagram. So lot many data are being generated on daily basis, and it's very difficult to manage that by using your structured data by RDBMS by some of the software. So it is not possible. Clear? So for analyzing big data, we come up with your different sort of your software. Like later on, we are going to see what is Hadoop, and we are going to see MapReduce, and Spark is there, Pig is there, lot many softwares are there, and we will see one by one. Yarn is there. So, I mean, this in order to handle this big data and how this big data is going to help in this industry or help in business. So, this is all about that big data. Clear? So big data is basically it is not in structured format. And bulk amount of data, daily we are getting bulk amount of data. And in olden days, we were not having data. So analysis was not so easy because if data is more, so we are going to get, I mean, accurate data, accurate output. And the accuracy will be more. If the data is large, accuracy will be more, isn't it? Say, as for example, I am teaching only two students. Fine. So suppose both the student is unable to qualify or both the students are going to fail. So you are going to say a result is 0%. And Ajay taught one class and result is 0%. So merely by, I mean, two students, you cannot judge that faculty, isn't it? But if the numbers of students are too large, getting suppose 100 students are there, 150 students are there, 200 students are there, and in that you are going to judge what are the results corresponding to that particular faculty. So in that case it is going to give accurate data, है ना? Not exactly 100%, but you will be quite close to 100%, isn't it? So the accuracy will be higher. So that's why this big data came in picture, isn't it? So this big data came in picture, and Yahoo started with this big data basically in full fledged in around 2005, and then thus that particular entire project has been handled by your Apache, and Apache is one of the big company. So in this way, the entire thing started. Now, the moment we got lot many sites, lot many social media, and we started generating lot of this data. So in order to analyze the entire thing, we started this analysis so that our business is going to flourish. Clear? So what are the choice of particular customer? And suppose if you are going to buy some electronic gadgets and you are going to click mobile, so next time if you are going to open the login, you are going to get a number of different types of mobile. So they know that what is the interest of that particular customer, isn't it? So, so lot many different analyses are being carried out by using this big data. Fine. So coming back to your, so I think the concept is clear. Why big name is associated with this data? बच्चों समझ आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this big data is very clear. Why big name is associated? Because right now we are having n number of unstructured data. Emojis are there, thumbs up. If you're going to put thumbs up, if you're going to predict your emotion by using suppose images, by videos, you are sending some of your emotions. So these are nothing but some sort of your your final year students are also doing lot many projects on sentiment analysis, isn't it? So just by different words, gathering different words, he is going to identify what is the basic theme of this particular person, and what this person really wants corresponding to this particular data or this particular scenario, isn't it? So they started analyzing this thing, and it is really very, very helpful. So in coming slide, we are going to see what are the importance of this big data, why we are studying this big data, isn't it? Okay. Now coming to how these organizations are being benefited by this big data. So lot many points I have elaborated over here. One by one, we are going to see. So the very first and very important one is to understand where, when, and why, है ना, their customer buy. So their customer, why their customer is going to buy, where the customer is going to buy, है ना, when the customer is going to buy. So this analysis is being carried out by using this big data. Say, as for example, if you want to open a particular shop, है ना, so in that case, you already know what type of clothes you are going to put in that shop. In winter season, you are going to put woolen, है ना. In summer, you are going to put, suppose, cotton clothes, isn't it? So in this way, the analysis is very, very important. So when my customer is going to buy, what he's going to buy, why he's going to buy, from where he's going to buy. So a lot many analysis are being done. And now you might have seen that a lot many e-commerce sites are coming. And Amazon is there, Flipkart is there, lot many different these e-commerce sites are coming up. And by using analysis, they are going to identify, yes, this is the best one. है. So what type of, what type of product he is going to buy. So this analysis is very, very important. Fine. So the very first point is very clear. To understand where, when, and why their customer buy. Okay. So these are all aspects are going to be covered by using your big data, by using your analysis of big data. Second point, to protect the company's client base and improve loyalty programs. Okay. So it is going to protect the company's client base. So it is almost this entire scenario is, quite focused on this client. So they are going to make the product based on the client choice, isn't it? So in olden days, we were saying that I want soap. The moment you are going to say I want soap, they are going to put Lifebuoy. Are you getting? Lifebuoy means that is soap in that olden days, isn't it? But nowadays, the client is really very, very smart. They don't merely want soap, rather they are going to ask what are the different benefits of using this soap. है ना? So what are the ingredients? And what is the flavor of this soap? What is the color of this soap? What would be the shape of this soap? Isn't it? So it is client oriented nowadays. So by using this big data, by using analysis of this big data, you are going to give a review also in your e-commerce. So by using that different comments, they are going to change their product according to the choice of your client. Fine. Coming to the next point. Now, seizing cross-selling and upselling opportunity. So what is the meaning of this seizing cross-selling and upselling opportunity? Can anyone? What is the meaning of cross-selling? No idea? So it is saying that we are going to, suppose I went for a particular shop. है? So if I bought, suppose, bread, so the chances are there that I'm going to buy, suppose, egg, I'm going to buy butter, I'm going to buy jam, isn't it? Possibilities are there. So in that case, you're going to put the entire product nearby. If you're going to put somewhere bread, so nearby you're going to put all this stuff. So the moment the customer is going to see that bread is there, so I'm going to buy this egg also, butter also, or jam also. So in that case, he's going to, even though if something is there, in his house, so still he is going to buy for future use. So I'm going to buy jam because after 4 days or 5 days, I'm going to again come back to this particular shop. So if you're going to put the entire stuff nearby, so this is what is called your cross selling, isn't it? Is it okay, Uta? Cross selling. Now coming to upselling, what is the meaning of upselling opportunity? How we are going to enhance upselling by using your big data? So upselling is nothing. Can anyone? Upselling. Up is nothing, but it is we are improving something, isn't it? And selling, we already know the meaning of selling. So up means we are going to enhance, we are going to increase the selling. So what is the meaning of this increased selling? Now suppose a customer is coming and that customer wants something. Say he wants uh, Boro Plus. Suppose he wants Boro Plus. Now the moment you are going to ask where is Boro Plus, so he's going to hypnotize in such a sense that he's not going to sell Boroplus. He's going to say, sir, new product is there, which is really flourishing in market, and you just try this one, sir. Lot many customer bought this, and you just try this one. Uh, it is very cheap in cost is very cheap. At the same time, it is very good as compared to other products. Now, in that case, suppose Borelin or Boroplus he wants to buy for maybe 20 rupees. Now he's going to, motivate in such a way that he's going to buy the product of 100 rupees, isn't it? And by doing some motivation, by just by seeing this analysis, just by seeing the big data and the data that is being generated, clear. So this is what is called upselling, and you are going to tell the customer that you just go for this product, and this product is really beneficial for you. It is very cheap. It is not very costly. So in that case, it is this big data is playing vital role. Fine, fine. So going for next point. Provide targeted promotional information. So we are going to target, isn't it? So this is, by using this big data, the entire business is really taking a new shape. So it is going to provide a targeted promotional information. So if I'm going to target that I'm supposed to go for, suppose this time my turnover was this one, next time I'm going to increase my turnover of my company. So in this way, by seeing the big data, we are going to enhance our turnover. We are going to target. We are going to be more focused, based on the customer choice, because each and every customer is having its own mentality, his own mindset. I'm going to go for this product. I'm going to go for this product. Suppose you want to go for mobile, so you are going to see lot many different features of the mobile, whether it is really fruitful for me or it is not fruitful for me, and according to the cost of that particular mobile, how many different features I need for that particular mobile. So in that case, they are going to target this customer by doing this analysis on big data. They are going to target the customers. Okay. Now, next point, to optimize workforce placing and operations. So, workforce that we are going to plan, and in my particular operation, so it is very, very important. So, how we are going to optimize the workforce? Now, suppose right now I need suppose 20 employees. So, why I'm going to pay for 40 employees, isn't it? So that analysis is being taken care by big data. Fine. Say nowadays, suppose if you're going to start with some organization, or suppose say as for example some university, so in that case, immediately not going to hire good number of employees, because you already know nowadays the entire thing is working with your online. So even though 50 students are there, even though 200 students are there, it hardly matters. A single faculty is going to tackle the entire scenario, right? If he's suppose taking five different sections, six different sections, and in one go each and every student is going to be benefited, and within one lecture, isn't it? So that workforce is going to be planned accordingly. If I'm having ample amount of data, so accordingly I'm going to manage. So workforce planning is really important. By using this analysis of big data, we are able to identify. Fine. Any question till now, बेटा? कोई डाउट है तो पूछ ली. नो डाउट. आवाज जा रही बेटो बच्चों?
Yes, sir. Are you?
ठीक ठीक. So assuming that there is no doubt till now. Fine. Coming to your next point, to improve inefficiency in a company's supply chain. So supply chain, you might be knowing supply chain, little bit idea of this supply chain. No idea. Just say, as for example, suppose I'm having some product, I'm having some shop, and that inventory control is there. You already know inventory control. Suppose some product is not there, so we are going to purchase that product well before time, so that the customers are not going to get in problem, isn't it? So that is what is called supply chain. Suppose out of 50, I purchase 50. Now, right now, I am having only suppose five product. So immediately I'm going to place the order. Clear. So by that time, when it is going to be exhausted, and I am going to get the new product. So that supply chain is going to be maintained. So just by seeing that data, because the entire analysis is being done by using your computer, and in big mega mart or something like this. So the moment you're going to buy, so by using your bar scanner, they are going to go for this, and ultimately they are going to, I mean, the software is going to tell these number of products are balanced in your shop at the end of the day. So next time, and he is going to go for the, he's going to place some new, I mean, this for new product. So ultimately, he's going to get the product well in time. Clear? So he's not going to lose the money. So this is what is called supply chain. And whatever is not there in that particular shop, I'm going to go for. I'm going to place that order well in time. So it is really going to be improved by using big data because of that analysis. Because each and everything is computerized. The moment you're going to buy a product, and that particular product is going to be taken care by that computer, whether that product is there, or how much product is there in that particular shop. So that analysis is going to be taken care of. So this big data is playing vital role in that case also. To predict market trend, this is very, very important part. So this is your, for prediction of market trend. So how I'm going to predict that particular market? Say as for example, you want to open mobile shop. Say if you want to open mobile shop in Cannot Place, okay. So that Cannot Place in Delhi, it is very, very costly, isn't it? It's not an easy task to buy a shop in that particular Cannot Place. Fine. Now, but you're going to see that how many persons are crossing by. That analysis is there, so you are going to be benefited. At the same time, you are supposed to give the rent for that particular shop. At the end of that particular month, whether you will be benefited or you will be in loss, isn't it? So, lot many analysis has to be taken care of nowadays. So it is going to predict the market. What is the trend? And whether you want, if you want to go for a mobile shop, whether you should go for mobile shop online, or you should open that particular shop in your Cannot Plus, which is really very, very, I mean, posh place, and it is very difficult to pay the rent of that particular shop, isn't it? So in that case, this prediction of this market is very, very important. This is very, very important part of your big data. So then in that case, you are going to think, why don't I open the shop like e-commerce, and just by sitting at one place, I'm going to earn, I mean, a huge amount of, I mean, bucks in that particular place without going to, without opening the shop in, suppose Cannot Place, without opening the shop physically, isn't it? So you're going to buy, suppose your maybe suppose 2,000, 3,000 per month, per year you're going to give, and then ultimately you're going to make a site, and by using that site, you started your suppose shop, isn't it? So without opening anything, without physically opening anything, the moment you are going to get the suppose request from customer, you are going to dispatch by using courier, isn't it? So you're not supposed to pay huge bucks for that particular for that particular shop, for opening the shop in POS area, isn't it? So merely you are going to take one suppose site, say GoDaddy or WordPress, whatever it may be, and you are going to pay suppose 2,000, 3,000 yearly, and you are earning handsome amount of money from there, isn't it? So prediction of this market is very, very important. By using this big data, you are going to predict what I am going to do, what step I should I take, isn't it? Say, as for example, your exit polling. Exit polling is there nowadays. I mean, might be hearing that this elections are going to be there in February or something like this. So in that case, you are going to predict which. So suppose you are using some social site, and in the meanwhile, they are going to put suppose image of Modi. Now immediately you are going to suppose put thumbs up or thumbs down. So in that case, this analysis are going to be, it is working parallelly. So in that case, they are going to understand this employee or this person is not interested in Modi, and because of thumbs down, isn't it? So he's going to identify the vote is not going to be there for this Modi. He is not supporter of Modi. So might have seen that some pop-up is going to be there. Rahul Gandhi, image is going to be there, and then they are going to say, "I support Rahul Gandhi." The moment you are going to put thumbs up, that means you are supporter of this one. So they assume that you are one of the, person who is really interested to vote that Rahul Gandhi, isn't it? So in this prediction of this market is really, really, very, very high. Just based on this data, they're going to analyze the entire thing. Now, this is the game of this data. Nowadays, you are going to see this is the oil of this data. Earlier, we are going to say oil. Oil means it is really, really very, very precious part for us, isn't it? The country who's going to have oil is really very, very rich. Nowadays, this data are nothing that but these are the oil for this coming scenario. है ना? This very, very precious part. So this prediction of this market is really very, very important if we are having ample amount of data, bulk amount of data. And daily we are generating, tons of data, isn't it? Now, coming to your prediction of future needs. So the moment you are going to find the, market, and you are going to go for future need. What would be the future need for that particular customer? Fine, it is customer oriented. So any doubt till now, beta? Fine. Assuming that everything is fine, you are able to get me. So next point, to make companies more innovative and competitive, isn't it? So lot many innovations are going on. So what changes should I make for this particular product so that my customer is going to be benefited and more product customers are going to buy. Here at the end of the day, I'm going to generate huge amount of revenue, isn't it? So to make the company more innovative and competitive, and because of this big data, we are able to do that. Fine. Fine. So to discover a new source of revenue, just now we discussed how we are going to generate new revenue. What changes we are going to make the product so that I'm going to get good amount of money at the end of the day, isn't it? So this is going to be really beneficial for us to generate revenue. Next point is it cut the cost. So obviously, if I'm going to analyze the data, so I'm not going to, go for some useless stuff, isn't it? Say winter season is going on and you are producing cotton cloth, and your industry is producing cotton cloth, है ना? So it is useless for me. So I'm supposed to see the trend, isn't it? Not only this, so they are going to analyze what color is being preferred in this year, है ना? What type of fabrics are being taken care by this year, isn't it? So color, fabric, your stuff, the different style, isn't it? So each and every analysis are being done by this industrialist by using this big data. So this is really helpful and it is going to cut our cost. So next time I'm going to be focused on that particular customer only. Clear? So it is going to cut our cost. Important part. Now it increases efficiency. So by default, if I'm going to cut my cost, and ultimately I am going to be more focused towards your customer and customer choice. So ultimately I am going to be benefited. So it increases our efficiency also, productivity also. In less time, I'm going to generate more product, which is really targeting a particular employee or particular customer. Improve your pricing. And just by seeing the market trend, and you are going to increase or decrease the pricing, and ultimately you are going to be benefited. Fine. So it is not that you launch a particular product and you are going to put the price really very, very high as compared to other products. So nobody is going to buy your product. And the moment you are going to lower down the price, but you are going to get less benefit, but n number of products are going to be sold. So n multiplied by very small, profit that you are going to get is really beneficial. So this plus minus pricing is one of the very, very important factor. Okay. So the customers are really very, very intelligent. In that olden days, you cannot hypnotize that you go for this, you go for this. Fine. To some extent, you can do that. But now the customers are really very, very smart. Before buying a particular stuff or particular gadgets, and he's going to have a number of reviews and number of analysis using your YouTube or social site or something like this. Then after that, after analysis, he's going to buy that particular product. So improve your pricing. Fine, very clear. Compete with big businesses. So even though you started with a small business, like nowadays, this Modi is giving the your help, some sort of your help for a startup. So you started with your small amount of money, say 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, and so on. So it is not that merely you're not going to reach to the highest peak. So this is competitive. So competitive market is there. So it is going to compete with your big business. So if you're going to have analysis, you are going to have oil. That is what is all about your data. So you are going to compete with your big business, isn't it? Any doubt till now, Vita? Fine. Allow you to focus on a local preference. So this is very, very important. So we are going to target the local. Say if I'm staying in Meerut, so I'm going to see what all steps are going to be taken care in this Meerut itself. And I'm not going to go, I'm not going to talk about US, I'm not going to talk about UK. Rather, I'm going to focus on local market. Clear? So if you're in Meerut and if you're going to suppose want to sell something which is really not beneficial for us, and which is I mean most of the time being sold in UK, USA, isn't it? So in that case, again it is not beneficial for me. So that local market is going to be taken care by this big data. So in what velocity, in what volume the persons are liking this stuff. Clear, isn't it? So suppose if you're talking about some village areas are there, so you're not going to sell that big car in that village area. Nobody is going to be interested in getting that big car. है ना? So, but if you're going to target in big cities, so they're really, I mean, they know that they are going to get money from rich person. Rich persons are there. So ultimately, they are going to target the locality. What type of locality is there? If it is good, then in that case, I'm going to go for higher side of that particular business. Or if it is the, I mean, persons or customers are not so good or they don't have good earnings, so in that case, they are going to target small businesses. Fine, assuming it is okay. Helps you to increase the sale and loyalty. Just now we have already discussed about this. So if I'm having ample amount of data, big data, है ना, whether it is structured or unstructured, we are right now we are having a number of different software. है ना? We will be talking about Hadoop and Map, Reduce and all that. So by using that analysis, we can increase the sale and loyalty. Okay. Ensure to hire right employees. So in that case also, we are able to do that. And in LinkedIn, suppose the moment you are going to put your CV, so you will get, I mean, maybe within a week you will start getting the different, if different organizations are going to consult you. Now, the moment you are going to put your CV and you are going to show that interest, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in this, I know Python, I know, suppose Java, I know this. So in that case, the different organizations are really interested and they are focusing on that. And suppose you earn lot many badges and by solving some of the problems. So they are targeting and they're not, I mean, they're not interested to come in a particular organization. So nowadays everything is online. They are seeing how many badges you earn, isn't it? And what is your caliber? What is how much you are going to yield for that particular organization if they are going to hire you? So they know everything, isn't it? So in that case, you are going to be assured whether I'm going to whether I have hired this correct employee or not. So in hiring also, this big data plays vital role. And ensure you to hire right employees by using analysis. Lot many softwares are there, lot many I mean, these are MCAT and this lot many different what do you call softwares are there which is going to analyze you. They are going to put suppose hundreds of questions. Out of 100 you got suppose 90. Immediately they are going to understand that this particular person is really very good for me, and immediately they are going to offer you. They're going to give higher salary, isn't it? You might have heard that even in our college also 24 lakhs. I might be able to see the site. So per month, I mean, the student from this MIT itself, he got 24 lakhs of this one, even more, isn't it? Comvolts are there. I mean, big companies are there. So they are hiring that. So just by sitting at one place, I'm able to hire the person. I'm not supposed to call that person just by using the infrastructure of this your internet and all that. We are able to do that. We are able to get good employees. Right? Derive innovative solutions. Innovative solutions are there. है ना? So by using this big data, we are able to go for innovative sort of thing. Some new changes. We are going to make some new changes so that it is going to be sold in market nicely, isn't it? Next, help in understanding and targeting customer. So that we already know if I am very, very familiar with the data or suppose what data he has gone for in that e-commerce. So immediately I am going to understand this is the focus of that particular employee. He is very much interested in buying, suppose your what do you call gadgets, your mobile, or the moment you click some product, immediately next time you are going to see that. I mean, related to that product, you are going to get n number of different advertisement, isn't it? So it helps in understanding and targeting the customer. That is very clear. Okay, so let me take that attendance at the same time. So how many students are there? 38 students are there. Okay. So let me take attendance. So roll number 18. So let me make it this way. चलिए 27 not there. Oh, sorry. This is your B. Na? So 197 is there. Roll number 1.
Present, sir.
Okay. Roll number 2. 3. 4.
Present, sir.
Okay. Five.
Present, sir.
6.
Present, sir.
7. अचानक 45 हो गया 38 से। ये कहाँ से बच्चे ज्वाइन कर लिए अचानक? चलिए, तो फिर मैं बच्चे आ ही गए हैं तो पढ़ा लेता हूँ थोड़ा सा, अटेंडेंस रोक देता हूँ। तो अब तक कोई डाउट बेटा? मेरे ख्याल से समझ आ रहा है सब कुछ। फाइन, चलिए नेक्स्ट। ठीक है, यहाँ तक कोई डाउट नहीं है बेटा? Next, it helps in optimizing business process. Very clear. And the moment I'm going to have some idea of this data, I'm going to optimize. Clear. Helps in improving the science and research. It is very, very important. So whatever research that has been carried out in USA, UK, we are able to see that. And after that, we are interested to go for the next step, isn't it? So it is not that wheel is going to be reinvented. And somebody has already invented that wheel. We are going to apply that concept in order to go for new one. Okay? It helps in improving the science and research. Clear? Next, it is very useful in healthcare, that we already know that suppose whatever record is there for that particular patient, the entire database is maintained. The moment that in particular this patient is going to reach to this hospital, so the entire his old history, his whether he is allergic for that medicine or not, the entire history is going to be there, and based on that we are able to treat that particular patient nicely. Okay? So in healthcare, it is very, very important. Not only this, lot many nowadays robots are there. Just by sitting at one place through internet, and the big operations are being carried out. Right now, it is not really very fruitful, but in where the internet connectivity is very good. So in different countries, they are still following this practice. So in healthcare, it is really beneficial. Big data is beneficial for us in analyzing the patient. Financially also, and in in case of your sports, polling, security, law enforcement, so it is very, very important to enforce this all this aspect by using a big data, isn't it? So, so financially, we are going to be strengthened if you are going to have some idea about that particular data. Anyone can access vast information via survey, delivery, answer, and query. So ultimately, you are going to get the answer by using that particular big data. Like you created chatbot, है ना? Nowadays, you are able to see that sites are just at right side. You are going to see some chatbots are there. So the moment you are going to write or the moment you are going to speak something, so I need this, I need admission. And the moment you talk about this admission, immediately he's going to that chatbot is going to display that these numbers of these numbers of branches are there, these numbers of courses are there in our college, so on and so forth. Clear? So this is all because of big data. By using that analysis, immediately they are going to catch the information, and that chatbot is going to reply. So your query is going to be replied immediately, right? So it may not be 100%, but quite close to your 100%. Okay, every second additions are being made. Every second, lot many bulk amount of data are being carried out. Analysis are being carried out on this big data, so that we are going to serve the society in better way, isn't it? One platform carry unlimited information. So one platform is there, and it is going to carry unlimited information. So lot many informations are moving here and there in a number of big servers, even though maybe your privacy may be breached in that case, but ultimately lot many informations are being saved in different servers, and mostly most of the servers are placed in USA. So they are getting the entire information of the entire world, isn't it? But this China, they're not giving that access to the other country, and they created their own search engine, they created their own server, so they don't want to disclose to outside world what is happening there. Clear? So unlimited informations are there. So one platform and unlimited information. So what it's all about time? Fine. So next, the data accumulation from multiple resource nowadays, that we already know that this data is accumulating from internet, from social media, from online shopping, from big database company, external third party source. We are getting lot many data, and these data are really oil for me. Oil means very precious, important part. So nowadays, these data are oil for me. So by using that particular data, we are able to analyze our business. Okay. So not only this, I have heard that even the beggars, they are carrying that mobile and they are going to target which particular area is going to have a big crowd. Immediately, I mean, they are going to move towards the big crowd in that particular area. So beggars are going to carry the mobile, and by using the information, they are going to target which I mean place is good for them. है ना? And say your ready wala, है ना? Even though they know that if I'm going to stand for the whole day, I may not be able to earn $100. हाँ बेटा कुछ बोल रहे हो? Isn't it? So they may not be able to earn $100 for the whole day, isn't it? So he's going to target the crowded area, that this area is best for me. Fine. So that again, the data is there in his mind. Clear? That may not be practically there on the side, but that is there. So that big, if data is there, so you can play. If data is not there, so it's very difficult to play nowadays. Clear? Fine. So you can forecast the business, what to do, what not to do. Fine. So identifying the crucial point hidden with the large database influence business decision. That hidden data is there, and that is really, really beneficial for me. So that is going to change your life, change the life of business person. And just by using that data, he's going to analyze. So promptly mistake risk. So risk is very, very important. So it is really very important. Promptly mitigate risk by optimizing complex decision for unforeseen events and potential threats. So lot many different threats are there. So even might have heard that when Flipkart started selling something, I don't remember, that was some game perhaps. So that server crashes, server was not responding. So ultimately, but Amazon they don't have such type of malfunctioning, because Amazon, they were from very beginning, they were working for this cloud. है ना? Even if the server load is too high, so that particular request is going to be handled by some different server. Immediately they are going to switch on the new server, and by using that cloud concept. So that risk is really very, very important in that case. So if you are really going to see that in this particular day, I got this number of requests, and the next day I may be getting more. Next day I may be getting more. So in that case, you must be able to scale your organization. So scalability is very, very important in that case. Otherwise, you will not stay in that market. Okay. So business persons are doing like that. Next, identify issue in the system and business process in real time. So it is real time. Every now and then, we are following. Every now and then, we are going to take the step, that too in time. So if I'm going to lag with the time, if I'm going to go behind with the time, so ultimately I may not be able to flourish my business. I have to be in pace with that time. Clear? The moment some customer clicks something, immediately I'm going to give the response. Don't waste time. Otherwise, he's going to buy some different product. Immediately you respond and just go on chasing with that particular customer, and ultimately he will be benefited. At the same time, you will be benefited by your product, isn't it? So in that case, in real time scenario, all the things are really going on in this real time scenario. So the moment you delayed, you are gone with the market. You will be, nobody is going to ask for your product if you're going to delay. So up to here, it is fine, Bacho?